Alright, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, as well as the sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim. Alright, who are laboring in this truth, pushing the words of Yahweh, Yahushua throughout the earth, the Lord's will, but through the spirit power of Yahweh, Yahushua. We are sealing the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom. And this is just a short lesson based off of the article that I had come across through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai from Daily Mail. U.S. launches nuclear missile to show readiness amid fears of World War III. Now, of course, we know that nothing can take place as far as true world war. That can't take place until the chip comes about. But this is something that they are preparing for, and ultimately this is just another sign from Yahweh Shai to the elect. Will we be of the elect? Right, showing that we are, we're in the time, we're in the time of the end, right? Since the U.S. Air Force launched a hypersonic missile early Wednesday to demonstrate the nation's nuclear deterrent remains safe, secure, reliable, and effective. That's part of that. That's part of that pride. And a showing of force. It says the Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile (ICBM) exercise kicked off at 1 a.m. from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, just a few hours after Russia deployed its Yars ICBM for combat training. The Air Force, however, said Wednesday's launch was a scheduled exercise and is part of the nation's ongoing commitment to maintaining a credible deterrent and is not a response to current world events. Acting Secretary of the Air Force Gary Ashworth said, "Today's Minuteman III test launch is just one of the ways that the Department of the Air Force demonstrates the readiness, precision, and professionalism of U.S. nuclear forces." That sounds like a word. Readiness, precision, professionalism. Esau is a master sword. He's a master sword wielder. He is a sword. All right. It also provides confidence in the lethality and effectiveness of the nation's nuclear deterrence mission. So it provides confidence. This what this nigga lean on. Here it is. This nigga is going all the way. He going to caves looking for weapons of mass destruction. And this nigga got weapons of mass destruction. He's a hypocrite. But that's all right. We want this. We want them to keep doing this. Keep this up. Keep it up. Shit, we want them to do more. Test more. All right. The test collected and analyzed performance and other key data points to evaluate current missile system competencies. Just making sure, system ready to rock. Okay. Colonel Dustin Harmon, commander of the 377th Test Group and Evaluation Group, or Slovakia Test and Evaluation Group, said this allows our team to analyze and report accuracy and reliability for the current system while validating projected missile system improvements. Which Esau is using his fancy Edomite talk All right, but when you read what he said this allows our team to analyze and report accuracy, right? So making sure it's on point, right? And reliability, okay, testing it out. Like before you buy a car or whatever the case is, you test drive it, right? It says reliability for the current system. And even though a lot of the technology appears old, it's actually that's a new technology. Like that Minuteman missile, that's basically unheard of when it comes to most country. Nobody has the capability that America has, right? Now of course Russia got way more nukes. China got way more nukes. But as far as keeping people away from them and using their nuclear powers as like a deterrent, America's number one when it comes to that. That just goes to show how weak with the hands they are in America. See, because to be completely honest, if it was just up to the Russians, if there was no such thing as the missiles, Russia would come over here and just go straight hands. This place soft. This place delicate. All right, this is the horde, that sitteth upon many waters. Here it is. This nigga testing all over the world. He testing here. He, blowing things up, doing research. Because this is research, right? He just said right here, this allows our team to analyze and report accuracy and reliability for the current system while validating projected missile system improvements. So validating projected, so that it's going to get even more advanced, right? Their projected missile system improvements, because they're going to improve all the way up until the point where, okay, which it's already ready to go, right? He is going to, like the scripture saying, he is just sharpening his sword. It's already sharp. He's sharpening it, and he just keep going, right? The missile, it's like the nuclear missile took off in the dead of the night, traveling 15,000 miles per hour in a test range near Kwajalein Atoll in the Pacific Ocean. It completed the 4,200-mile journey in about 22 minutes. Woo! That's man, you can't really think of nothing that's as fast as that. That's like getting from one side of the country to the other in like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? That's like going from California and going all the way to, the end of North Carolina in 20 minutes. Okay, these people are not fucking ready for these missiles, man. And that's why two-thirds Israel here in America, they're going to get fucking destroyed. This is what's going to be touching these people, man. We're sick of you fucking people. We're, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we sick of you fucking people. And we glad that this is coming to the forefront. See, because the nukes at first were just that was a conspiracy theory. This nigga was talking about this nigga was saying that's a conspiracy theory. Right? Back, here it is, this nigga talking about, this, and E is a master liar. He'll sit here and say, I'm not doing no testing and no research. And then you look and he's doing all the testing and all the research, and then he'll present something to you and say, okay, this is something that we just came up with. No, man, he is meticulous in everything that he does, man. This ain't just something that came out of nowhere. He has been testing and perfecting this, and now the Lord has got it out, out in the open, so to speak. There you go. It says Moscow sits 5,900 miles from California, while Beijing is about 6,000 miles away. Two nations deemed as threats to the U.S. America's ICBM is also capable of carrying 3 Mk-12A nuclear warheads, each packing up to 350,000 tons of TNT. Damn, each one. So that's damn near 1 million, 3, 6, 9. That's over 1 million tons of TNT. Which a ton, I believe, is 2 million. If I'm not mistaken, brothers, Slovakia. But I believe it's 2,000 pounds is a ton. So that's damn near what? That would be what? 2 million, right? It says, but today's test launched an unarmed missile. The Air Force randomly chose a missile from F.E. Warren Air Base in Wyoming and transported more, it's a typo, than 1,300 miles to California, where it was reassembled. The western range of Vandenberg Space Force Base serves as a primary testing ground for the Air Force Global Strike Command's ICBM. Global. This nigga, his determination is to be able to hit you anywhere, anyhow. He wanna be that ultimate hammer of the earth. But these other nations, they finna get on your top. And why is that? Because the Lord said it. Ultimately, the Lord is setting it up for these other nations to eventually turn against Babylon the Great, aka America. This test launch is part of routine and periodic activities designed to demonstrate that the United States nuclear deterrent remains safe, secure, reliable, and effective in deterring 21st century threats and reassuring our allies. The ICBM is one of 2 missiles currently used by America. The other is submarine-launched ballistic missiles that are deployed from underwater submarines. Yeah, so they can launch ICBMs from submarines as well. The weapon is a vital component of the U.S. military's nuclear forces, capable of delivering a nuclear payload to targets around the world, but it is scheduled to be phased out by 2029 and replaced with the LGM-35A Sentinel ICBM, which they already got that too. There it go. That's that arrow. The nuclear-capable missile has a range of more than 6,000, and it's supposed to say miles right there. Daily Mail need to get their shit together. Slovakia. And can travel at speeds of up to 15,000 miles per hour. Look at that. So if they can launch that from there to there, then I mean, easily all these other nations can launch them back. U.S. Air Force said that the Sentinel weapon system is the most cost-effective option for maintaining a safe, secure, and effective land-based leg of the nuclear triad, and would extend its capabilities through 2075. And of course, you have land, air, and sea. And Tawadia Basham Ashah Basham Kakudash. The spirit will, just move. Because at first, when you read it, you thinking, okay, nuclear triad. The spirit reveals things: land, air, and sea. Right? That's your most capable ways of delivering that nuclear payload. It says that the Sentinel will replace the Minuteman III, which they got both. And then now they're talking about the 2030s. Nope. So they're talking about they're testing this out now because in 2030 something we gonna have new technology. So we just want to see if these work. You he lying his ass off, man. He just want to act like, oh yeah, I'm just testing these out. These finna be phased out. Don't even worry about it. We got new ones coming, but hey, guess what? Russia got their own. Since Russia, however, showcased its nuclear power 2 weeks prior before America's launch. It practiced stealth maneuvers of Yar's intercontinental ballistic missiles in its Volga region, the Defense Ministry said February 19th. The ministry published video of Yar's missile launchers moving through a snowy forest. The Yars is a nuclear missile that can be moved around on truck carriers or deployed in silos. Russia staged similar maneuvers last year as a nuclear warning to the West at a time of heightened confrontation over the war in Ukraine. The calculations of mobile ground-based missile system YARS perform the task of marching up to 62 miles, dispersal of units with the change of field positions, select the engineering equipment guarding the Russian Defense Ministry shared in a report. The servicemen also solved the issues of countering sabotage and reconnaissance groups. The department added that part maneuvering actions missile units in subdivisions are practicing the task of dispersal in the forest area in order to increase the secrecy of YAR's units. So yeah, they even got them in the trees. Hey, they going through the trees, the forest, popping them off. Oh man, land. That's part of the new land. You have air and sea. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring out a couple of precepts in the video because through the spirit, it gets longer. It was a longer video than I intended. There was a lot of information in that article, and let's see if we can. And the video is always shaky. No, Spirit said, "Move on." We gotta roll. See, we don't have time for it. See, we won't have time for it, man. And look at this plume of smoke. And this right here, this is a silo. All right, this hole right here, you got missiles coming out of the bottom of it. All right, this is Nahum 3:1. Woe to, woe to the bloody city. Speaking about Babylon the Great, aka America. Right? It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. So different lies, and all sorts of lies. All he does is lie. Right? The so-called white man. He speak about the so-called white man. Right? Yet there's more than just one. There's more than just one of you devils. It's not just one devil. Like it's just one devil. No. The Edomites. Okay, you are the wicked. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey upon. Now, who's the prey? The Israelites. The Israelites are definitely the prey. If the Israelites are captive, they've been held captive. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. Right, and them missiles look like big, spears. They look like arrows. Which even in the ancient world, they had those arrows where they would dip. They would dip the end of the arrow. I believe it was probably cotton, most likely, or something to that effect. Dipping in something flammable, and then they light it on fire, and then they were able to shoot that arrow across, different areas and walled villages and things of that nature. So it's basically like an arrow. It's like and not just one arrow. They're just showing you one. That was just one arrow, one test arrow. No, they got arrows. And it's going to be thousands upon thousands, just as the scriptures say. Nahum 3:3. The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. There is a multitude of slain. A multitude of slain. All right, it's gonna be. It's gonna be bad. And there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses, so just dead. It's just gonna, this is going to cause, those ICBMs are going to cause the destruction of this place, Babylon the Great, aka America. This place is no longer going to exist. Nahum 3:4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlots, like a well-favored harlot. This bitch is well-favored. All right? The mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. You can tell that the whole world is kind of, swaying and dancing by the beat of America's drum. You can go to anywhere in the world, and basically the ideas, the customs, right? Which really just anything that we do here just all goes back, Slovakia, that they do here, all go back basically the ancient Rome. This is ancient Rome 2.0, right? Nahum 3 and 6. Oh, it's like it. Nahum 3 and 5 once again. Behold, I am against, or no, Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, America, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. This place is going to be made an example. The Lord is going to make an example out of Babylon the Great, aka America. Nahum 3 and 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Right? Spiritually, this place is Nineveh as well. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? Art thou better populous? No, that was situate among the rivers, that had the waters round about it, whose rampart was the sea, and her wall was from the sea. And that's why in that one song, from sea to shining sea. From what you got, what is that? The Pacific Ocean on the left side, and then you have on the other side and it starts with an A. The word is escaping me right now. The word is escaping me right now. On the other side, the Atlantic. You got the Atlantic on the right. Which are basically like just two big rivers. I mean, the ocean, has land in between it that separates it. Yet on each side you have the water, and then of course you got the Gulf of America. The Gulf of America, right? Nahum 3 and 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Verse 7, or Salakia. Going down to verse 9, it says, Nahum 3 and 9, it says, Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and was infinite. Put and Lubim were thy helpers. Yet was she carried away. She went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of the streets, and they were cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains. Damn! This is all biblical prophecy. This is all going to come to pass. This is all going to come to pass. All right, we just waiting on that CHIP. The CHIP is coming around the corner, man. All right, it's coming ASAP. Okay, we gonna see that, and Elon is offered $5,000 that he's gonna be giving out, and he probably gonna be doing some testing. So he gonna try to do it with the CHIP. All right, Lord's will, I'm gonna make a video about that as well. So with that, Lord's will, you were edified. Call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone once again, who rule well and teach well. And a sincere salutations to you, hopeful let Akim. We're pushing this word all throughout the four winds of the earth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Akakwadash. Baraka Thumb. And to you sincere brothers. All right, keep pushing. All right, keep steady on this walk. Get through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. In the Baba Ball, we seen this place crumble. All right, we almost up out of here. Lord's will we be of the elect. Shalom.